Good day everyone. I am Vilma Fernandez, Department of Commerce, Milagros College, Hambankatta, Mangalore. Today I am going to deal with the topic Introduction to Indian Companies Act 2013 under that joint stock company. So let's see the meaning of joint stock company, definition, features. Meaning of joint stock company: a company is formed and registered under the Companies Act 2013 or any other previous act or any earlier act, that is maybe Companies Act of 1956 or any other law. A company is an association of group of people to work together towards achieving a common objective. In other words, a company is an incorporated association which is an artificial person created by law having a separate legal entity with a perpetual succession under common seal. Features of joint stock company: voluntary association. Second one, incorporation or compulsory registration. Third one will be specific object. Next, artificial person. Next one, large membership. Then separate legal entity, perpetual succession, control, limited liability, common seal. Next one, free transferability of shares and risk bearing. So let's start all the features one by one. First one will be voluntary association. So you should understand what is voluntary association. Voluntary association means any person come together, enter into a contract or enter into an agreement, or he can do the business, or he can carrying any activities in a business to accomplish a purpose or to achieve a common goal. Also we can say that a company is a voluntary association of many persons who contributes money or money's worth to achieve a common seal or a common goal. Or maybe the person can come without hesitation and he can enter into an agreement or any business or any company to become a member. But here the person should not be forced or should not be compelled to become a member. Second one, very important point, that is incorporation or compulsory registration. So this, without registration we cannot start up a business or we cannot start up a company. So here incorporation or registration of a company. So Companies Act 2013 says that company must be registered under the Companies Act or any other act or any previous act. It may be the Joint Stock Companies Act 1956 or any other law. It is a registration which gives life of a joint stock company, or it is and legally comes into existence only after the registration. So unless it is a chartered company or statutory company, every company has to register compulsorily under the Companies Act 2013 or any other act, that is Joint Stock Companies Act 1956. Next one, specific object. If suppose a company or maybe a business to start up, they should have a specific object or any common goal. Suppose if a company is formed for a specific object, such objects are expressly stated in the Memorandum of Association. Also, it provides a protection to shareholders as well as creditors. Next one, artificial person. So artificial person means a company is an artificial person created by a law. They should have a separate legal existence. So company can act like a human or behave like a human, but there is no natural or physical existence. It is nothing but it is an artificial person. They can own the property, they can buy or sell the assets, as well as they can buy and sell the shares, they can borrow the money, they can sue and be sued by others. It is nothing but file against in the court to the creditors or to third parties. Next one, separate legal entity. So once we have done the incorporation or registration, after that only company gets separated from its member. So separation means what? Separation means it is separated from its members, that is company is separate as well as the shareholders. So the separation of bank account, the separation of transaction as well as the payroll of employees, everything will be changed because the after incorporation company gets incorporated from its member as well as the company. Next one, large membership. Of course, large membership is nothing but a company is a voluntary association of many persons. It is an association, it is a group of people, or maybe we can say that it is an association, union, group of or individual. They come together with many persons voluntarily without force, or nobody has to force or no hesitation. These persons are called the members of the company. Here there will be two types of company. One is private company, another one is public company. So private company, let's see, private company, the limited number of members are 2, but maximum is they can not exceed 200 members. So public company is a company, but that is not a private company. It holds the minimum number of members 7 and the maximum is unlimited. The very important feature is perpetual succession. It means member may come and go, but the company can go forever. It continues to exist even if all the members are dead. It means in case of accident or in case of insolvent or bankrupt or maybe the death, the company goes forever. The member and company separated from its membership. So here the existence of company can be terminated only by law, not by the members. So existence is not affected by change of members because it is created by law. So it can be terminated only by law. Control. Company is managed and regulated the board of directors elected by members. So here control, the main hold or main control or regulation of its board of directors, that is they are elected by the members. So company has the all right to appoint majority directors or control on the management. Next one will be the limited liability. So liability of a member is limited. He can be asked to pay unpaid amount of shares held by him. For example, Ramu has bought 100 shares of rupees 100 each and he has already paid rupees 75 per share. He is only liable to pay rupees 25 per share on his 100 shares. Common seal. A company not being a natural person cannot sign any documents required on its signature. So company seal is also called as a company signature. So every company should have a company seal or common seal. Company may or may not have a common seal. So that time they have to use as a signature because the company is an artificial person. The common seal means it is a signature written, duly stamped and signed by the company in the memorandum of association and article of association. Next one, free transferability of shares. So there will be two types of company, private company and public company. So private company are freely transferable as their transferability is restricted by its article of association. So public company are freely transferable because here share capital of company is divided into a number of shares. Next one, risk bearing. Risk will be there in any business or any company. Here the liability of shareholders is limited to extend the issue price of the shares subscribed by them. Suppose if they have got loss as well as profit, they have to equally distribute among themselves. So this is for the benefit for the shareholders because here no heavy burden to them. Thank you.